This is a live look from Capitol Hill, where in just a couple of hours, President Trump will address the American people before a joint session of Congress. He's expected to discuss the changes his administration has made since taking office and lay out his vision for the rest of his term. A major topic for the speech expected to be immigration.
This all happening just one day before Mayor Brandon Johnson is set to testify on Chicago's sanctuary status in front of some members of Congress. Our Sabrina Franza is in the newsroom. Sabrina.
At his inauguration speech, President Trump promised mass deportations. He's expected to expand on that in his address tonight. The local leaders and volunteers say there haven't been mass deportations in Chicago.
President Trump has long promised changes to U.S. immigration policy.
We will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens.
One of his most popular promises on the campaign trail, and according to a CBS News poll, his execution of those promises is something the majority of Americans approve of so far. In the Chicago area, ICE agents were seen knocking on doors and making arrests during the first few weeks of the second Trump administration. At the time, local Chicago officials had said around 100 people in the city had been arrested. But after multiple attempts, CBS News Chicago has not been able to retrieve any recent data from ICE.
But the reality is we've heard that the manpower for that department is just not there to execute what they were aiming to execute.
John Eric Zayas is the lead pastor at Grace and Peace Church in Austin. He says his congregation has grown 25% since Trump took office. Many of those people new arrivals searching for faith and community. This in spite of President Trump revoking a policy that prohibits immigration arrests at or near sensitive locations like churches.
Something we've never had to think about or ever had to imagine. Being raided as a worshiper coming into our service and seeing law enforcement.
Ahead of President Trump's address tonight and the mayor's testimony tomorrow.
Tomorrow's hearing, as well as Trump's forthcoming remarks this evening, will certainly reinforce the themes of division that have marked his presidency so far.
Faith leaders gathered to condemn immigration enforcement. CBS News Chicago has learned the president will ask Congress for more funding to expand deportation operations and the border wall.
We believe that all people should feel safe and protected in holy space.
During the mayor's testimony tomorrow, the House Oversight Committee plans to ask about how sanctuary cities impact public safety, among other things. He will be joined by the mayors of Boston, Denver, and New York. In the newsroom, Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
Thanks, Sabrina.